Professor Rick Horrow, Arizona, economic development, sports, tourism, commerce, all of that together. One of the co-sponsors is the Phoenix International Raceway. No, it's not. It's ISM Raceway. Yes, a lot of people are talking about it. Here's the guy that made it happen, Jeff Hutchins, Vice President, Network Development, ISM Connect. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So give us a sense of what the business is. I can do it, but you can do it better. Talk about it.
The business of ISM?
Yes.
It is engagement technology, right? It's everyone thinks that they know what a smart city is or what a connected venue or a smart venue might be, but the reality of that is it has to be a reflection of what the fans need, right? A reflection of what the visitors to the city need and what the information they need to really get through the day, right? ISM provides everything from the screens that get their attention to the applications and the connections that they use to then take that information and move about. So it is a platform, and today it's screens and mobile app and technology and beacons and all the things we have. And in 6 months from now, it'll be whatever the next necessary piece is, right? So we just added security to our platform because the world's a sad place sometimes. There's been some obvious things that no one likes to talk about, but we all want to be safe, and so security is a part of it. And whatever it is that comes up that makes the day at a smart venue or at a smart facility better, we're gonna plug in.
$178 million renovation, not really a renovation, it's basically a new facility, and you were involved in it from
100%.
The inception to the ground up. How does that help having your name on something as it's being renovated?
Well, we met with probably 10 other venues prior to making the decision to sponsor the raceway. Some of them were doing rehabilitation, some of them were just trying to figure out how to retrofit us in. Being part of this project from the start to finish allowed us to be part of the design around where the Wi-Fi coverage would be, which allows us to then create smart engagement technology at the garage that educates fans, and we can give stuff to the teams that will let them talk about their sponsors and their driver stats and things that, had we not been here, they might not have had that connectivity, right? And so you're years down the road figuring out how to trench things, where in this scenario, it's right up front, it's part of the design, it's part of the the infrastructure and the nervous system of the raceway. And so for us, this was just the perfect way to do it.
So you're basically new to the business. Brian Sperber, who runs PIR Raceway, comes to you and says, I want you to get involved. The ultimate trigger point to make a corporate decision of this magnitude, is it awareness? Is it a good feeling about who you're getting in bed with? Is it ROI analysis? What are the factors in a boardroom?
It's both. I mean, part of it was absolutely personality, right? I mean, we had multiple conversations. We even had conversations with multiple raceways that had projects going on. But something about the way that Brian and Scott and the team from Phoenix presented the opportunity just felt right. Right? It clicked. It made sense. We are a data-driven group. Everything we do, every camera we put up, every screen we put up, everything that somebody clicks creates a data element for us. And we do a lot of analysis around that data to figure out what's right and what's next. We did the same thing in evaluating this. So the ROI is important. The structure of the deal allowed us to figure out how to monetize over time, how to leverage the inventory and the spaces that are a part of ISM Raceway with our partners to more than cover not just what we spent, but bring additional technologies without capital, right? So that $176 million should feel like a lot more than that, right? Because there's people who are bringing technology to bear.
What's the message for the business? $450 billion of the $1 trillion sports business, we're told, is corporate sales, B2B relationships. Is the message from you, put your package together to be responsive to what corporations need?
Well, I think yes, it's that. The other thing is, I think, and I've been in, obviously, in the last year, more conversations than I can count, right? Sure. They need to be a little bit more comfortable out of the box, right? And so I come from an IT world, right? And you can't walk into a deal in the IT world and say, hi, I have this widget, I would like you to buy it, right? You have to go in and understand what's the use case, what's the success criteria, how do I get you from point A and what does your point B look like? And some of these conversations you go in and there's good listeners who will adapt what they're doing and find creative ways to do it.
That's, by the way, that's not in sports. That's in life.
That's in life. It is. It is. And I will tell that to my female counterparts too. It'll help. But
Right.
but they were willing to come out of the box. They said, well, hey, this is this cool idea we have, and here's our structure. And I went, that's awesome. Put that over there. Let me give you a completely different way to look at it. And they're okay with it, right? And so we've been in some places where they couldn't get out of the box. They couldn't get out of their own thought process of, yes, but how much would you like to give me for, this label, right? Okay. I think if they're willing to listen and understand what our goals are, and if they're listening what other corporations' goals are, they're going to have a lot better time, engaging us and engaging our dollars into the business. So
I guess stated another way, too, corporations have to be active partners with the asset holder, or it's not going to work.
Absolutely. If you're not here touching it, feeling it, leveraging it, you're going to look at it in a year and go, well, did I really get what I needed out of that? Or a lot of what we do is now going back to brands like ourselves to sponsor onto the network, right? And a lot of the conversations we have with them are, well, did I saturate the market? Did I really get the ROI out of it? Does what deals, what conversions, what dollars can I tie to, my NASCAR sponsorship or my IndyCar sponsorship, or, even the bus shelter that they got in the city. Yeah. What we're doing is creating technology that gives them measurable, calculable ROI. We're pulling it on cameras, we're pulling it from databases. That same thought process that we're getting so much really good credibility out of, I think is something that the assets and the venues can mimic, right?
So first real race when everything is finished and your name is proudly displayed on all of it is when?
November.
You have the date?
So we're doing a soft launch in March 11th, but the November playoff race will be the grand opening. Right,
you're gonna lose sleep. You're not gonna sleep from like mid-October on.
I'm already not sleeping. It's exciting. Look, we have all kinds of really interesting and some crazy plans. I believe Michael Waltrip was at one point auditioning for the national anthem. It's a bucket list item. The city wants to sing it. He was doing it in the middle of a restaurant, so that's okay.
Okay.
But we're going to find interesting and cool ways to do it.
You realize if he did, you just gave away the surprise.
No. There's more. Trust me on this one.
Good.
But the point being is that I'm not going to sleep, not just because of the excitement or the stress about it, but more importantly, just the level of really just cool, once-in-a-lifetime moment that November will be.
Yeah. Can't wait to see it.